Welcome to the Webby O'Neill channel. Absolute pleasure to introduce Rowetta from that great Manchester band, the Happy Mondays. So obviously we're going to get straight on to United. You know, obviously we spoke briefly before about last night. Disappointing result for us.
The result is disappointing. It was Paris Saint-Germain, and I think we played well. We didn't look worse than them, really. You know, any other day, if we'd have won, I'd have been dead happy with the way we played because it was against Paris Saint-Germain, amazing players. But yeah, we didn't finish well. They did, and the Fred argument, the argument with Fred, I don't think that altered the score. I don't think it made a difference to the score. I think he really worried him. Ole's saying he does regret now. I think he's saying he regrets keeping him on, but he was worrying him, and it could have gone either way. It could have been a great keep him on. I think he should have taken him off because he was looking to be on. Yeah,
but, we spoke about that last night, about the manager coming for a lot of criticism last night. Rightly so in some people's eyes, rightly not. But if someone said to me, we go into the last game, a chance of getting through in a difficult group, I would have took it. So
yeah, definitely.
It's a one-off game. United are good at them, so let's see.
We just need a draw now, don't we?
We just need a draw.
Yeah, they need to beat us, so we've got a good chance. As we should, with the right team, everyone on form, we should win it. Just
basically, obviously, we spoke briefly about last night, but what's your thoughts of the season so far?
It's just up and down, and it's depressing really, because with nobody in, we're not allowed to go to the games, and there's no supporters at the games. When you're watching it on telly, it's not the same watching it. I can't even listen to it on the radio. There's just no real atmosphere. So I've not enjoyed that bit. But also, it's just the results. You don't know what we could play Bournemouth tomorrow, and we don't know if we're going to beat them. And then we can play PSG, and you don't know if we're going to beat them. I've not got the confidence in them. And the fans, it's depressing reading social media, because it's sack Ole 1 minute and Ole's amazing, he's God, and then he's get him out. And I can't bear it, because we've done it with other managers that I've not believed in myself, but I don't go on Twitter and say, get him out. Van Gaal and Moyes, I didn't go and say, get him out for a while. I did eventually. But Ole's one of us. He loves United. I think if it was time for him to go, he'd go himself. He'd say, I'm no good, where the other managers didn't necessarily do that. So I think he's doing his best. I don't know what's wrong. I think it's just this lockdown. I think that's the problem. I think we'd be doing better otherwise. We've been amazing away. I don't know. It's been disappointing at Old Trafford, really. But I'm glad I wasn't at the games where we've lost. So that was.
Yeah, we were saying that. Obviously, someone made a comment that the best football we've played this year, maybe in the Champions League at Old Trafford. And why don't we play the Champions League music every time we play a league game? But just going on, so as the way you're talking, you're the same as me, you're Ollie in, we support the manager. You know, sometimes it doesn't go right for us, but we back the manager, and you're so right on social media. If we're not 4-0 up after 20 minutes, you want him sacking. But
look at our players. We've got some amazing players again. People who really, make my heart beat again, and excited about the players. Most of them look like they want to play for United, and that's what's important to me. There's been seasons where we don't want the manager, they obviously don't get on with the manager, and the players don't want to play for United, but I don't feel that this year. This season, everyone seems like I don't know about Pogba, but everybody else, to be honest, they seem like they're really happy playing for United. Fernandes, I could watch him all day long. And to me, he does whatever Cantona did to me. He really does. Like Maradona and Ronaldo does. It's just, his presence does something to me. I get excited. I don't care if he misses a penalty and then scores. Couldn't care less. But there's something about him when he's near the ball. It's got something. I don't know what it is that certain players have for me, and without that, I lose my interest a bit in watching football. I like those players, and when we have one of them, I thought Di Maria was going to be that a few years ago, and
but unfortunately,
one in 27. Did he come on last night? I
think he come on right near
They were going
to
bring him and then they didn't. But he's one of them that didn't. He didn't do it.
He started well and then just drifted away.
One goal in 27 games. They said last night. I was like, I don't remember him being rubbish, and I thought, yay! But Fernandes has not let us down. He's been the highlight for me.
He's brought the club up since January. We was all down.
Exactly.
He come into the club. He lifted everyone up.
Cavani the other day, amazing. Never said him. I always say people's names wrong at the beginning. I said it right.
You said it perfect.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to go back now. I'm going to go years back to when you was a child. How did you get into United? What was it? What memory stands out? Or match, or what's a memory of Manchester United football club for you?
For United, it was taking my son and Eric Cantona joining, because when I was a kid, I didn't have a dad to take me. Everybody I knew supported City, to be honest, or the dad supported Liverpool, because Liverpool in the 70s. So I just went round with a lot of City fans, to be honest, from Moss side and we used to hang about in the Arndale. And so I didn't really like football. Sorry, football was no good though then, was it? It wasn't the same. No. So when United
because we wasn't winning, but I know what you're saying.
But I never got taken. I got taken to Everton. I got taken to City. So I got taken to Goodison Park and to Main Road, and I didn't get into it. And then I used to take my son to see. We got the guy from the Happy Mondays got us tickets every week, and I come to Old Trafford. And you have to go to the games, I think, to really love the game, and to take my son and see him fall in love with, it's Eric Cantona, honestly, because he watched Eric Cantona when he was at Leeds, and he couldn't take every game he played. I think his mate's uncle played for Leeds, so he got a ticket to the game. So I promised if I could, I'd take him to every game I could, or our friend Everton would take him. And I just got obsessed. I didn't want to go on stage until the game had finished, but it was the right time when I know it's like I wasn't as a kid. I loved football, I loved playing football with the boys. Because Liverpool did so well. Yeah. That's why I do have this. I love Liverpool people, but I don't have. I'm of the era where you don't like Liverpool, and we don't want Liverpool to win anything. It's been tragic the last couple of seasons.
And you've got something in common as well with Eric, born the same year, 66. Yeah, so
exactly. And he's born the day before my kid's birthday. My kids are born the same day, 23rd of May. He's either 22nd or George Best is one, and Eric Cantona the other, right either side of my kid's birthday. But unfortunately, my son didn't play like them because I thought having a kid born in between George Best.
I can imagine you playing football. I can imagine you.
I was Gary Lineker.
Was you centre forward and have you more down?
I was literally just stood there waiting for someone to pass.
Music, like football this year, it's been affected a lot of people. So how have you been keeping busy with your time?
Well, it's been really hard because the gigs all cancelled, because we had Glastonbury 50th anniversary, and that would have been my 4th time playing Glastonbury. So excited. Bigging it up on the social media that we're playing again. It was because I've been in the Mondays for 30 years. So for us to be playing and invited to play Glastonbury again was amazing. Isle of Wight Festival, just loads of gigs and tours, all off, all cancelled, no income. So, and people think everybody's rich when you're in a band and stuff. But if you've got no income, you can't pay your mortgage. Like everybody else, we're all in the same boat. And a lot of musicians have loads of kids all over the place they can't pay for anymore. Yeah. So it's just a bit depressing. Or it would have been, but then I had a lifeline really, because all the producers, they're not on tour either, and all the DJs. So all the best in the world started to contact me. Can I sing on this? Todd Terry. Can you sing on that? Junior Sanchez. Just big people. Oliver Heldens, one of the biggest DJs in the world. And it's like, really? I just got a tune coming out with Salado. All these people, because they're not touring, we're just recording and writing. Right. So everyone's just got really creative. And normally you'd be too busy. I mean, I've been saying I'll work for some of these people for about 3 years, and it's never happened. And now I've just got track after track coming out. And it's,
you've got one out tomorrow, you said?
One coming out tomorrow, Salado. Yeah. And then next week, one with Youssef, which he's massive. He's Carl Cox's best mate. And we just, and I'm giving a lot of that for the charity. All sales and streams will go to charity, Ronald McDonald House. And because Youssef's from Liverpool, he's giving it to Sefton Community Charity. Yeah. So it's Liverpool and United can unite. That's what we've said, Liverpool and Manchester United, to give the money to charity. But it's you've got to give back when in times like this. You've got to. Just
going on about your charity work there, I'm going to mention a lad who's close to our hearts. He's done a loads for the children of England, Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, of course.
What's your opinion on him? Because is he a United fan? And these fans from all over the country saying when the ground's open, even Liverpool fans are going to give him a standing ovation. So what's your take on Marcus?
Well, Marcus went to Button Lane, which my son went to Button Lane. And I thought my son was going to play like Marcus because I went to Bobby Charlton's School of Football. I know exactly the life Marcus started because I come from a battered wives home. And then he went to Button Lane and the free dinners and everything. He had free dinners, my kids did. And there's no shame in it. But he knows because he's lived it, I've lived it. So love him even more than I did before. Because some kids, they live that life and you get success, whether it's in music or football, and you do forget your roots. A lot of them do forget the roots, or they don't do anything, or they're quite happy to attach the name to Marcus's thing, but they don't really, their heart's not in it. He didn't give up. I love the fact that he never gave up. Yeah. He's so well-spoken and well-mannered, and his mother must be so, so proud. You can't plan your life and to make people feel bad. He's stuck up for all them people in that situation and not forgotten. And everybody who makes it, you shouldn't forget your roots. I mean, I don't forget mine. And it's like, I'm doing well now. That's brilliant. But I come from a battered wives home. I was married to a drug addict. I had a terrible, terrible beginning. Even my family, when I was a kid, wasn't great. But I've done the best with my life, and that's all you can do. But don't forget other people. And that's why Marcus, he should be knighted, he should be sainted, he should be whatever he should be up there.
Manchester.
Pardon?
That'd be a good thing for him, the King of Manchester.
Yeah, exactly. He should be he's just better than all the other people a lot of people are born with a silver spoon. He's not. And as soon as he's made it, he's gone back and gone, hey, that's wrong. The way you're treating them kids is wrong, because he knows, because he's been one of them kids. So yeah, it's, as I say, I can speak from the heart, because my son went to that school. I know, I've been to parents even at Button Lane. So I know I've been in that situation. If my son had made it, he'd be doing the same, really. And I love the way my son's really mild-mannered and polite, just like Marcus. And you don't have to walk around with a chip on your shoulder and be bitter. And he hasn't, neither of them haven't. And, it's lovely to see. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, we can't speak so much what Marcus has done. He's been superb. There's always been a real close link, Rowetta, between the football fans and the music in Manchester. With the stuff, obviously, the music we listen to. What do you think at the moment that we keep us all going to allow back to gigs? What would you say to people out there who would die to go to a football match and die to go to a gig and listening to music? What would you say to them to keep the spirits up?
Well, I've got a rave tune coming out on Friday, and that's what we've done. We've done it as a rave, and save the rave and think about raving and the good times. You've got to remember the good times. You've got to play. You can't have parties. There's no way around it. You can't. We're not allowed at the minute. Christmas is coming. We get 5 days, and then there'll probably be a load of more people being ill again. Maybe, hopefully not. But because we're allowed to hug and all that lot, you don't know what's going to happen. So all we can do is think positive, be full of hope. And no matter, even if we're allowed to hug people, just be careful. Be careful with this, because we've got to get over it. We will. There's a vaccination, apparently. And there's better days ahead. We've got Happy Mondays. I've got a tour with James coming up.
I was going to mention that.
All the bands that you didn't see last year, or if you didn't go to Ibiza and see whatever gigs and festivals, they're all going to happen next year, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Bigger and better than ever, because we're all going to be hungry for it. You've just got to look forward and support the musicians, because everybody is out of work at the moment. If you can afford it, it's usually £1 to download something. So
get on that, folks. £1, eh? What do you see if we sat here in a year's time? What's your positives about that football club and the current situation with the manager?
Well, we've always got to be positive. Excuse me. We've always got to be positive. We've always got to believe, because we are united. And if it's not right, it'll get fixed, because that's the club we are. But I think we've got a great team.
Yeah.
I think Ole loves United. If he's not doing it right, I think he'll say I'm not and hold his hands up and go. I think he'll do right if we back him. And when the fans are back, when we're allowed back in, we've just got to back the manager and the team, like we always have done.
Yeah.
And away games, I don't go to away games. I'm always working, to be honest, and Tory. So, but we've got the best fans in the world, and let's make us proud. Don't be slagging them off every week. We've got to stick by our manager, until if it was a disaster, then it's different. But he'd know then. He would know. He'd be honest. I'm really proud of United. We've had a horrible, horrible few years. It's been embarrassing with the other teams doing well. It's been painful, but we've just got to be proud, keep our heads held high, and remember we're the best club, the greatest club in the world. We've got to be back to the best, because I always say we're the best club in the world, and people go, really? But we can beat Real Madrid, we can beat all them. A lot of the other teams can't, but we can also get beaten by Brighton. We've got to stop all that and get back to being our best, and it will be Fergie time again, like it was the other day. It's funny though. That's the team I love. It's never easy being a United fan, but I tell you what, it's amazing when we're doing well. It's the best feeling in the world, isn't it? And we're going to get those days back. We've got to get our glory days back, because we have been living on history. Everybody's saying it to us, and we haven't. We've got to remember. We've got to make new memories for our younger fans.
Yeah, correct. Subscribe, hit the like button. Keep out for more videos. And I'm back with Tony for the preview for the West Ham United game. Have a good evening.